welcome back to online classes. Hello students, how are you? I am James here. Today I am going to discuss with the subject criminology and penology. Okay, this is very good subjects because those who are studying final year student of law, BL or LLB students, and also those who are studying postgraduate in law, that means ML or LLM students. That particular students are taking the major subjects ML in crime and torts, okay, or LLM in crime and torts, or ML criminology, or MA criminology students, or postgraduate diploma in criminology and forensic science students. So this subject is common to above all particular degrees, okay, and also it is very important, and also in modern days this subject is very useful to all, particularly lawyers also, practicing lawyer. Okay, so you must watch carefully in this video because in modern days many crimes are increasing in our society. So how we are find out who is a criminal person or who is not a criminal person, how the criminals are growing day by day in modern times, how will decrease the crime in our society. Okay students, I'm going to give introduction part regarding this crime. Okay, what is the main concept? Okay, what is the main concept of crime? Because if any one of the portions or any one of the research study, you must observe the concept. Without concept it will not come outside. Okay, so we must detect concept of crime. So every human being is expected to move in a normal path only, or normal way, or normal life. But there are certain individuals who deviate from the normal life. Okay, but it is very difficult to conceive a society without the problem of criminality. Here the concept of crime is essentially concerned with the behavior of individuals in society. Okay, man is a social being apart from the society of which he is a member. Okay, it would not be possible for him to live. His interests and rights are protected only as a member of the society. So everyone has certain rights and privileges, right? Okay, we are observing in our daily life also. So he owes certain duties towards others. When he does not give due regard to the rights of other persons, we say that they deviated from the normal way. This imposes an obligations on the part of the state to maintain and regulate normally in the state. This difficult work or difficult task is performed by state through the instrumentality of law. This law is a very instrumental. Okay, without this instrument, what we will do? Crimes will be growing like tree. Okay, so those conducts which are permitted as per the law are called lawful. If a person commits an act and if it is prohibited by the state under a law, he would be punished for the same. Okay, and also this lesson describes development of concept of crime in earlier periods and also provides definitions of the crime. Okay students, and what is the main concept of crime? Here the concept of crime changes with the social policies and values and this can be understood very easily if we know the types of crimes existed in the following three periods. What is the three periods? Number one, earlier period. Number two, in between 18th century and 19th century. Number third, after 20th century. First, we'll discuss earlier period. Okay. The concept of crime changes with the social policies and values. This can be understood very easily if we know the type of crimes existed during the 12th and 13th century. Okay, 12th and 13th century. That is earlier period. Okay, during this period, offences against the state and religion alone were considered as crimes. Okay, for example, treason, treason, T-R-E-A-S-O-N, treason and blasphemy were crimes, whereas murder was not a crime. During this period, there was no difference between law of tort and law of crimes. The people knew about only law of wrongs. The penal law of ancient communities are not the law of crimes, but the law of torts or civil wrongs in entry main that period. Okay, the society prior to 10th century confused crime with the torts. The reason being the bond of the family group or clan was stronger than that of the community. The injured party and his relations recovered compensation, or they took private vengeance on the victim. And also during this period, the wrongdoer offered compensation to the victim. The quantum of damages depend upon the extent of the injury caused and status of the victim. The payment of compensation was called a bot, B-O-T, bot. Okay, bot. It washed away the guilt of the wrongdoer. After the payment, the wrongdoer, okay, it was thought he became an innocent person, as if he had not committed any wrong whatsoever. The earlier laws contain details regarding the compensation payable for different wrongs. Okay, there are certain wrongs, what is that, which necessitate payment of additional fines to the king. This additional fine was called as wittee, W-I-T-E, wittee. Besides this, there were certain other offences called bodies offences, botless, that means B-O-T-L-E-S, botless offences. For certain offences, the payment of compensation was considered quite insufficient to wipe out the guilt of the offender. The offender must suffer punishment. Okay, the punishment in force were death penalty also, mutilation, forfeiture of property to the ruler, etc. Okay, the following were designated as botless, B-O-T-L-E-S-S, botless offences: housebreaking, harboring the outlaws, refusing to serve in the army, breach of peace, etc. Therefore, one can deduce that from this botless offense, the modern concept of crime has developed with the passage of the time. The number of botless offences increased considerably. Okay, so in regards, a clean distinction between the wrongs, which could be atoned by payment of compensation, and the offences which cannot be atoned and the offender has to necessarily undergo punishment. Okay. As regards the criminal procedure, the system was in a rudimentary and undeveloped stage. Deals by fire or by water were adopted as methods to establish the guilt or innocence of accused. It is due to the dominance of religion in those days. With the changes of time and advancement in psychology, the king assumed the responsibility of arresting the offenders. From 12th century to 17th century, the European society underwent a radical change. That means the fundamental changes. This was due to development of science and technology. With this change, the concept of crime also changed to meet the needs of time. Okay, and second one, the in between 18th and 19th century. What is that? This period also witnessed enormous changes. During early times, it was believed that people imbidded criminality because of divine displeasure or because of the influence of devil and demon. The theory was called demonological theory. What is that? Demonological theory. This was completely discarded. During this period, the study of crimes and the criminals was started on a scientific basis. It was proved that no one else other than the offender could be made responsible for the commission of crime. It was also stated that the external agencies has nothing to do with the commission of crimes. And third one, after 20th century. What is that? Now, after 20th century means modern. Okay. Now there has been much increase in the criminality rate. If we analyze crime statistics, the numbers of crimes are increasing decade to decade. It is a universal phenomenon. In India, the rate of increases is slightly lower than that of the other countries because of the control of family over wards. Okay. The other reasons are that in India there is much respect for morality and religion. The increase in criminality is due to various reasons. With modern urbanization, advancement of science and technology, and the advent of materialism, there is increase in criminality rate also. Science also played a dominant role for the increase of crime rate. Okay, the concept of crime is having close relationship to the social values and policy and given particular time also. Due to these changes, the concept of crime also changed. New crimes are added. Existing crime are deleted from the statute book also. Therefore, it is said that in order to assess the moral turpitude of the society, if we analyze the criminal law, that is sufficient. If we analyze the criminal policy, the social standards of society can be easily assessed. For example, in order to minimize population, suitable changes are made in the law relating to abortion. The Medical Termination Pregnancy Act 1971 was also passed till 1955. Okay. For capital offences, death penalty was the general rule and imposing life imprisonment was the exception. For capital offence such as murder and waging war against the government of the sessions judge can be imposed life imprisonment as the punishment at present. Okay. If the offence is found guilty till 1955, the sessions judge must impose death penalty. If he wanted to give life imprisonment, he must give reasons for the same one. by the passing of the Criminal Law Amendment Life Imprisonment Act 1955, the entire law in this aspect was changed. For these capital offences, now the imposition of life imprisonment is general rule. Okay. The sessions judge, that means below the district judge cadre, the sessions judge, if he wants to impose death penalty on an offender, he must cite reasons for the same. He just note down. Okay. And another example is the withdrawal of prohibition laws. It is a state subjects. Certain states have passed laws relaxing prohibition. They consider liquor consumption as tolerable evil also. Okay. Now it's clear in this concept of this crime. Okay. Okay, students, I'll give you definition of the crime. Okay, then we'll go to one by one this subjects. What is the definition of crime? Here, definition of crime, as in any other subject, is starting point in the study of criminology is to define crime. To define crime is not an easy task. It's not an easy walk. Okay, many writers have defined crime as antisocial, immoral, or sinful behavior. Not only writer, not only author, and many judges also saying like this, like that. Okay, why? Because they are seeing regularly many criminal peoples before the court. So the legal definition of crime is any form of conduct which is declares to society, which declares to socially harmful. Okay, that is the main reason, which is declares to socially harmful in a state and as such forbidden by law under pain of some punishments. Okay, according to Stephen, the editor of Blackstone's commentaries, what he explained: a crime is a violation of a right considered in reference to the evil tendency of such violation as regards the community at large. And also Kenny is a person. Okay, it's a jurist. Kenny defines crimes as follows. What is that? Crimes are wrongs whose sanction is punitive and is in no way remissible by any private person and remissible by crown alone, if remissible at all. Okay. Okay, students, and also we'll continue this subject, continue this portion. It is going on. Okay, now I stop this concept and the definition. We'll discuss with in briefly next online classes. Okay, and the stages of crime, how the crime will happen. Okay, so one by one we'll discuss with next online classes, students. Okay, thank you all, wish you all the best, bye.